89.2% of the time, this absolutely insane retirement plan succeeded. And succeeded means you had money when you died. So I'm using my man Craig Israelson's software here, the Retirement Analyzer, and I'll show you where you can get your own. The number 712portfolio.com. Hit contact, and everyone's favorite PhD in finances, Craig. Every quarter we have an interview with him, and just crushing. And it's been about a couple months since I've been on his program, but I'm getting back in my book, and so I got to revisit this anyway. I don't know what he charged. I can't remember. $100, $150. Don't quote me on that, but it's fantastic. Anyway, so check this. I mean, this is an older version, by the way. This is from August, and he's got it updated, I think, as of January of this 2025. All right. So the premise is we're starting with $1 million schmackaroonies. All right, $1 million. Now Craig's software only gives you a 25-year retirement plan. That's fine, dude. That's fine. I'm telling you. The vast majority of us are not going to live 30 years in retirement. And if you really want to go 30 years, you can adjust that. You just say, okay, I got 25 years of this scenario. I got 5 years of the second scenario. That's fine. But anyway, all these people, I want to do it 45 years. Okay. And then this software, you just got to do 2 plans as opposed to 1. No big deal. The first plan will be for 25 years. You see what you have remaining, and then you do the next plan for the next 25, 5, 10 years. No big deal. But anyway, some people do gripe about that, but whatever. All right, so we got 50% in large cap stocks, 25% in U.S. bonds, 25% in cash. And you can see our rate of return, raw index rate of return, going back to 1926 is 10.28% for stocks, 5% for bonds, 3.25 for cash, 2.4 for cash. Our standard deviation is right here at 19.7 for stocks. And we can see we have our total for 98 years. We have 7.7 as our average rate of return with a standard deviation of 10.2. All right, standard deviation 10.2. All right, so it's a relatively moderately, it's a moderate portfolio, a balanced portfolio, 50% stocks, 50% bonds and cash. All right, so we're going to take 10% a year out. 10% a year out. That's $100,000 a year. That's what we're going to take. We're not going to adjust this withdrawal upward at all. The only thing we're going to do is that if the portfolio goes down, we're going to withdraw. We're going to take 10% less. All right. So we're taking $100,000 a year, and then we're not increasing that. We're just taking $100,000 a year on $1 million portfolio. If the portfolio goes up, we're still taking $100,000 out. If the portfolio goes down, we're taking 10% less. So in this case, in 2001 and 2, by the time 2004 rolled around, we'd be taking $70,000 a year out as opposed to $100,000 because the portfolio went down. Actually, did this 50-50 portfolio go down? It's probably in here someplace. Actually, I don't know if a 50-50 portfolio went down in 2000. Let's see if they got in here. That's actually interesting because now I think stocks it did, but I'm not sure about bonds and cash. I know bonds and cash did not. Did they have enough? Sure enough, Craig shows us this. Look at this. So right there, 2000, it was negative. It's just basically even Steven. So, I mean, that's not even a negative. So basically 2000, it was down 2.9%. 2003 is down 8%. Dude, that's it. That's crazy. 2073 is down 4.5%. So anyway, other than we got 2 years here. So let's just say you retired this year. You took 100,000 here out. You took 90,000 here out because it went down. You took 90,000 here, 80,000 here. Then you're taking 80,000 for the rest of your life until it goes down here. Now you're taking 70,000 for the rest of your life until it goes down here. Now you're taking 60,000. That's how that works. And then you're taking 50,000. All right. Now here you can see it's a little bit different. I mean, you're taking 10% less every year. So $100,000, $100,000, $100,000, 90,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 80,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 70,000, 100,000, 100,000, 60,000. You see what I'm saying? So it does give you some downside potential there. And this is just if your portfolio goes down at all. We can adjust this to do anything we want. We can adjust it to be 10% down. We can do whatever we want, which is something I probably will. But I just wanted to show you the ability of the software to really do this stuff for you. But anyway, so again, you retired right here. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, you didn't have any downside until there. Now, if you retired over here, 90, 80, 70, 60, 100, 60, 60, 60, 60, 50, 50, 50, 40. You see what I'm saying? So there's some, I mean, obviously you have to make adjustments on the fly, but you get it. I think you get the gist how this works. And again, that's with just a 0%. But watch what happens here, man. Your average right here, 89.2% of the time you actually had money when you died after 25 years. Your average portfolio balance when you died was 1.2 million, which means it gives you some more spending money. If you're like, man, I got rooked here. 3 to 4 years I retired is down, from 100,000 to 90 to 70,000. I want to start giving myself a bump up as you get older. You certainly can. I mean, that's the issue. I'm not doing this offer, but you certainly could. Either way, 89.2% of the time you had money when you died. And if we come down here to detailed analysis here, I think. Yeah, right here. Detailed analysis right here. You can see our average withdrawals. Look at this. Our average withdrawals in year 25 were $55,000. That's not too shabby, man. And I think I got it in my software here. I think I do. The book I'm working on. Average withdrawals right here with a 4% rule, just with 3% inflation, was 88,000 in year 25. Whereas average withdrawals in this software that I'm using here with Craig's stuff is 55,000. All right. But the difference, of course, is the front end we're taking, and this I'm only using 80,000. The front end we're using $100,000 as an average withdrawal, and your 4% rule is only $40,000. See what I'm saying? So we're using 2.5 times more on the front end, whereas you're basically doubling me up on the back end. But the back end I'm old and decrepit. It might even not last that long. And again, I haven't really started sprucing around with this at all to see, the ramifications of doing this, doing that, because it's just, like I said, it's been 3 months since I've run the software, use the program. But I mean, look at that, dude. Not only is it, the average amount of money we have left, where was it here? I think it was like 1.3 million or something like that. Here, oops, retirement. Well, we gotta go back here. Where was it here? 1 second. Hold on, my friends. Don't get antsy. Don't get antsy, real buddy Josh. Portfolio data, right here. The average, 1.2 million, man. 1.2 million. It just, that's using historical numbers. Look, do I think we're going to get historical numbers in the future? Not necessarily. But I mean, who knows? I don't think so. That's why I don't use them. But it's insane. Like the idea of you spending your life at some crappy old job because, like, I'm going to run out of money. It's like, yeah, but you didn't. I mean, some did, obviously, but you didn't. Remember, the 4% rule assumes you're only taking $40,000 initially off a $1 million investment. I'm showing you here taking $100,000 out. $100,000. Again, would I recommend this strategy? No, I'm just saying that it gives you a lot more flexibility, and I think a lot of people are prepared to recognize. All right, over your thoughts. More to come on this. And again, if you want, just tell him Josh sent you, and I don't know if he offers a discount. I don't know, but just tell him Josh sent you, and he'll work something out with you. I presume. I can't speak for Craig because I'm not him. All right, God bless. We'll see you.